So he might have some bruised ribs, no fractures. Yeah, sorry if you hear some crying in the background. Someone is getting tortured. We're on side of a prison, and they torture little bad girls.
Yeah, this is it, and I can't call it quits. Need to get up out my city, cause the shit is in abyss. I'm taking risks, I can't be no local legend. I can't work no 8 to 6, crossing shit off of my list. I'm on my way, man, I'm really on my way, dog. I'm out here working while you motherfuckers play, dog. I'll never trust the words you motherfuckers say, dog.
Welcome back to Beers and Boards, episode 7. I'm Cain Wallace.
I'm Ricky Napier.
And as you can see, we have switched sides. We're going to start out with our local beer of the week. It's another Taxman, brewed in good old Bargersville. This one is a Belgian-inspired American farmhouse ale with clover honey. Not sure how this guy's going to taste, but...
What's the percentage?
Probably 7%.
So it's a percent less than the coffee beer.
Than the bean counter.
Bitterness, it says it's
30.
So let's get our first little.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, fucking perfect. They didn't do a good job with their label.
She's a foamy boy.
Nice.
No diddy.
All diddy. Oh, this is much better.
Way better than yeah, for sure.
I like this one.
Hand those to the maid.
All right, one for the producer of the show over here. Let's talk about some NFL.
Yeah, we're getting real close to NFL or NBA starts tomorrow.
Yeah,
go Celtics.
It's gonna be a long episodes.
Back to back.
We'll have to figure out how we're gonna do that.
Yeah, but
just talk about kind of like
Celtics going back to back.
Worthwhile stuff.
NFL week 7.
Yeah, that's what we're on now.
First game we're going to talk about is the Denver Broncos versus the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, the Broncos got in that ass. I told y'all. You guys didn't want to listen to me. Saints are beat up. It's a beat up team.
I was going to say the Saints are playing with their backups.
But you guys said that didn't matter. I don't care who's under quarterback.
Whatever.
That's what y'all said.
Whatever.
They couldn't just lean on Alvin Kamara.
They didn't even use. How many carries did he end up
7.
with? That's all he had.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He still had more carries than anybody else.
Alvin Kamara has 7 carries.
They split carries with Jamal Williams and
your team's beat up. No Chris Olave.
Yeah.
No Rashid Shaheed.
But he wasn't effective. 10 yards out of 7 carries.
He didn't have a chance to warm up. They had fucking 7 carries.
Yeah, but when you had Kendre Miller with 6 carries and 36 yards, that's probably why
that's still ass.
It is, but
that's the lineman. That's all linemen right there doing that for him.
Spencer Rattler had the longest rush of the day.
That's sad.
Yeah, because Kamara can go off for 4 touchdowns in a game.
Exactly.
That's what's crazy.
He didn't drop 44 points week 1 for a reason.
Bo Nix and Javonte Williams were running all over him. Mm-hmm. Them two.
They was toying with them. They
if Javonte, if they weren't up by so much, and didn't put in, they put in Stidham. Isn't that a quarterback? Isn't that their backup quarterback?
Quarterback, yeah. QB.
But he ran. He ran the ball.
Look at him. He looks like Dylan.
Low key.
But cuter. No, I didn't heard him. Never
Shout out
heard
to
of
Dylan. Yeah, Jarrett Stidham. He ran. They put him in. They were winning. They weren't worried about losing that game. Basically,
that run offense was fucking the Saints up. Basically,
now
and the Saints couldn't get going on offense at all, and that's what happens.
I will say, Bo Nix looks like he's starting to really get back into the swing of things with Troy Franklin. 5 catches for 50 yards, led them in targets and yards. So that's good for the rookie. Them two being old teammates.
Little Jordan Humphrey getting two catches for 12 yards. Little Jordan Humphrey.
I'm ready for Big Jordan. All right. Yeah. So. Wasn't really anything. I had a feeling the Broncos were going to win that game. So it wasn't anything that I saw that was like super impressive there. I mean, the Saints are 1-3 at home, so and the Broncos are 3-1 away.
And well, end of the day is Denver Broncos took the W 33-10. Pretty badass beating.
Might have almost been belt ass.
Yeah, it was close to it.
This one I lost. I didn't pick this game. I definitely thought the Patriots were going to win. Patriots versus Jags. The Jags kind of fucked them up a little bit.
Tank Bigsby. I'm shitty. I got rid of him.
Tank Bigsby went off. Team. He went off. Brian Thomas Jr. still a dog. That man. I mean, that guy is trying to put himself in the conversation of Rookie of the Year.
Did they say he has more yards than any rookie at the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I would have thought it was Malik Neighbors.
No. He's missed 2 games. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. was coming out swinging, right? But then he had a couple games where he wasn't, But Brian Thomas Jr. has been big for Trevor Lawrence since they've been getting him going. And
I want to see more of him. He's good. I like him.
Yeah. And I hate the Jags, but
yeah. Christian Kirk's been playing like shit. I don't know if him and Trevor Lawrence are beefing or what, but
no, he needs to. We were talking about this. He would be good on like the Chargers or I don't know why he said stay away from Vegas. He would be a number 1 on Vegas.
He'd be a number 1, but there's a reason why Devontae left.
Yeah, because he wanted to play with a different quarterback. But what's the difference? If you can be a number 1 and you're going to make more money, and Vegas isn't a bad place for people to want to live, I could see it. I could see him in North Carolina. Maybe if they get a quarterback situation figured out. I'm just saying he could be on another team, being more effective.
He needs to go somewhere like the Vikings. Because
they're not using him or Gabe Davis.
He needs to go to like the Vikings and be the other receiver with Justin Jefferson. Because then they got that. Then they got a dual threat receiving core where they can't double and focus on that would be pretty Justin Jefferson.
That would be pretty nice. And Kirk is a little underrated, I think.
He's very underrated. He's a nice ass fucking receiver. I got mad because of. He dropped a pass, and I got mad, and I put him up on the trade block and sent Gage a crazy trade to get rid of him.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, he hasn't been very productive on the fantasy team.
But then Gage texted me back, and he was like, "You're going to have to do better than that." And I was like, "I'm glad you didn't take it because I really didn't want it to go through. I was just pissed off at the time."
Yeah, if he ends up on another team, I think he'll be better. It's just I don't think this Jags team is. He's just not getting targeted. Neither is Gabe Davis, so they're going to stick to that. I mean, they're hot hand. Drake May, he didn't do as good as he did the week before, and I don't think Jacksonville has very good defense. So
he did pretty good. He only had 11 completions, 0 interceptions, 2 TDs, 276 yards. That's pretty fucking good.
Playing from behind. He's playing from behind, so they became one-dimensional. They had to throw the ball like every play. I mean, look at their rush yards. They have a total rushing yards of 15 carries and 38 yards total. So, I know I just repeated myself there, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't say he didn't do good.
No, I'm saying they became one-dimensional. So when they found themselves down, because I watched that game,
very one-dimensional. Yeah,
when they found themselves down, I mean, because you look at Jacksonville, they had 171 rushing yards, so they were pretty balanced.
Well, New England came out hot, and boy, Booty got a catch and got a tutty.
Yeah, Boutte.
He was the first. Yeah, Boutte. He got the first touchdown. I thought he did.
And JaMychal Hasty with a good old -2 rushing yards.
He didn't get the touchdown.
No, it was Hasty and
maybe
Osborne, KJ Osborne. Yeah, so KJ Osborne and JaMychal Hasty had the 2 touchdowns for New England through the air.
I think maybe it was Keyshawn. Oh, it was his 1 catch for 33 yards at half the first quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a big catch, but KJ Osborne found the end zone. Hunter Henry was his big target. I actually benefited from him. He was getting a lot of looks. He had 9 targets. He had 8 catches for almost 100 yards. So he was looking nice out there with Drake May. Drake May, those rookie and backup quarterbacks are gonna tend to rely on their tight ends a lot more because they're the easier check down.
Jacksonville's defense looked good too.
Yeah, considering they were the worst.
They had a TD right here.
They were the worst defense in the red zone and for pass defense before this.
Yeah, that was a good game. I mean, shitty teams, but it was...
Yeah, they're both bad.
Still a good game. Jacksonville pulled that one out their ass with a victory in London, 32-16 over the Patriots.
All right, let's look at that Tennessee game.
Will Levis is trash. I'm glad that they played Mason Rudolph.
I thought they started him too. He didn't even,
Yeah, no.
Well, no, that's because he's hurt.
Is he hurt?
Yeah, his shoulder. That's the only reason Rudolph played.
Oh, well, they need to keep fucking
I don't
Will
think
Levis
so.
on the buns.
No, he's definitely better than Rudolph.
Keep him on his buns.
He's better than Rudolph. I'm sorry.
Will Levis is trash.
The way that game started out, it looked like the Titans were kicking their ass at first. They were up early, if I remember. Yeah, they were up 10 to nothing, and then they scored a touchdown in the late second quarter. And then after that, it was all Buffalo.
And then, because Colin was over here when he was watching it, and he was getting shitty. So I knew that I was like, "Oh, you're about to lose to the Titans." And we were talking. I was talking so much shit.
Yeah,
He was like, "You lost to the fucking Jaguars."
We beat the Titans though.
Mm-hmm. So did his team.
No, James Cook and Ray Davis. They found the end zone. Josh Allen over 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah.
He's looking nice this year. I don't know how many turnovers he has. Does he have any interceptions this year?
Mm-mm.
So he's looking really nice this year. Keon Coleman had a big game.
Yeah, he had a nice ass catch. Oh, can we pull that up?
How about Amari Cooper? First catch, touchdown.
Yeah.
For the Bills.
I think he's going to be great for the fucking Bills.
And it's funny because I'm out looking up a play. After you find this Keon Coleman touchdown, you need to look up Cooper's first touchdown. Because there's something that I noticed and someone else I saw some other people noticed. This was pretty crazy. Nope. Nope, can't get him.
Maybe it wasn't him.
I can't
Gage. Who did we watch catch that ball right in his pocket? Pickens. Oh, it was George Pickens.
Wrong game. He didn't know what route he's running. You can see him before the play, and he's like, I don't know the route. And Keon Coleman tells him, and he fucking runs a go or a seam route or whatever, and hits a touchdown, first catch with the Bills. So I think Amari Cooper just made that team a lot better. But we both knew the Bills were going to win, right? I think we all picked the Bills to win that game, as they should.
We knew the Bills were going to win that game. But I thought it was going to be more of an ass whooping. Sorry, I zoned out there. I was trying to get that shit figured out.
34-10, the Bills win. They're looking pretty good this year so far.
Fuck you, Colin.
We can't say he's bandwagon, at least.
I want to talk about this game.
Ooh, I was right. We were right on this game.
I love seeing the fucking Texans lose.
Thank God. Green Bay. I didn't know they were 5-2.
I did. Green Bay's tough.
Well, we should have beat them.
And like I told you, Jordan Love is a fucking... Remember you asked me, do they keep Jordan Love or they keep using...
he threw 2 picks.
Who was it?
Malik
Willis. Yeah. Do we use Malik
Willis? But
Willis?
he threw 2 picks. You can't say he's...
Yes, that's...
No, the game
against one of the best teams in the league.
That game was close. It was close the whole way.
Against one of the best teams in the league, if not the best.
Joe Mixon went off. They're not the best in the league. They're not the best. I still would have said the Vikings, and they almost proved me right, but we'll talk about that. Joe Mixon ran all over him, though. 2 touchdowns, 115 yards. He went off. Romeo Doubs looked nice. 8 catches, 94 yards. He could have used a touchdown there, but...
And look, even Wicks was getting catches.
Wicks
no arguing. They weren't arguing on the sideline.
He dropped 3 he dropped 3 passes, though.
Well, did he drop them all, or were some of them just called?
Well, it is Jordan Love, so they probably were bad.
Stop. Jordan Love. I'm not going to take no Jordan Love hate. Tucker Kraft got 3.
3 for 33
Watson's
and a touchdown.
Still only getting...
Did you start him this week?
Who?
Kraft.
No.
He got a touchdown.
Who did I start? Evan Ingram.
Oh, yeah. I thought you didn't start Evan Ingram.
I did.
And you were
I'm
mad
shitty
about
that
it.
I didn't start...
Kraft?
No. Jonnu Smith.
Oh, Johnny Smith did eat.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like, we'll talk about that.
Anyways.
We'll get to that.
Green Bay beat the Texans 24-22. Give them a good old Texas-sized ass whooping.
Yeah, it wasn't really an ass whooping.
Yeah,
They lost
it was a good game.
They won by 2
Two
points.
Two good teams.
And it went down to the wire. It was a good game, though. I was hoping the Packers were going to pull it out because I was worried there for a minute.
Here's another game I was excited to watch. This was fun. This was fucking great to watch.
This was a really fun game to watch. I think I picked the over on that. Over 50.
Detroit versus Minnesota. I was the one that picked the over. No, we picked the Lions to win. I picked the Lions to win.
There was a game we picked that I think I picked up. But yeah, that was a good game.
I picked the over on 50 and it didn't hit.
And the defense was looking stout there for a minute, man. They had a pick six. They had 2 interceptions. They were getting to the quarterback. They had like 4 sacks or something. Aaron Jones was running all over him. He had a really good game. That was a really good competitive game. Justin Jefferson looking like Justin Jefferson out there. Amon-Ra looking like Amon-Ra out there.
Best receiver in the league, one of them.
He went off that game.
That's my favorite.
And he 8 for 8, 112 yards, touchdown, 35-yard, big one.
Jahmyr Gibbs?
Oh, yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs did go crazy. We just ain't got there yet.
Fucking 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he definitely went off.
116 yards.
I played against him.
116 yards.
Yeah, he had
15 carries.
45-yarder.
With him,
usually it's David Montgomery.
Well, having Montgomery and Gibbs, or as they call him, Gibby, having both of those guys is like, you can't go wrong.
No, that's a 1-2 punch, man.
I was trying to think how to put it, but like you could literally, you can't get mad if you're a fan. Like that's probably my second favorite team in the league because I like Amon-Ra and I like Dan Campbell, the coach. But yeah. It's one of those things where, as a fan, you can't be mad if instead of Montgomery getting the ball,
about
Gibbs is getting the ball.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think I liked DeAndre Swift better when he was on the Lions too. He was nice on that.
Yes.
Team. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked him. I didn't like him with the Eagles either.
I think it was an overall competitive game. Sam Darnold 259, Jared Goff 280. Jared Goff always has it in him to sling it. He can throw against the best of them, or he can have a shitter game. But he came out and he did good against one of the best defenses in the league for sure. Anything else you want to talk about with that game? Anything else that stood out to you?
No, not really. I think I get that next place real quick.
Hey, we don't bet on the pod, bro.
That's not going to be on the camera, but I had to because they just went up 10-0, so I had to put a next touchdown score or next drive being a touchdown for the Ravens. It's going to happen. I had to put it in. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, yeah, Detroit Lions ended up beating the Vikings, which I had that. I think you had the Vikings win that one. Winning that one.
I did.
Yeah.
And if they would have had that field goal, they would have.
That's one of those games that it's like where
could win either way.
If you have to pick one or the other, you could flip a coin and really not go wrong.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it went. It was by 2 points. If they kicked the field goal, that game is over.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. Detroit Lions take the W, 31-29.
We'll talk about the Colts game.
Yeah, of course we're going to talk about the fucking.
Well, I
Colts
didn't know
game.
you skipped like a bunch of games. Seattle and Philly.
It's all right.
Yeah, so it was. Look, Colts get the dub, right? It wasn't pretty, but I was just looking at this stat, and I'm going to tell you this right now. And this was from a month ago. So if you bring this up today, he's probably even higher at it. Anthony Richardson is the 5th highest quarterback in percentage-wise of drop passes with attempts.
That was a lot of words, and I'm now confused.
So out of attempts of passes he's thrown, he's the 5th highest in the NFL where those passes are dropped by the receivers.
So they're deemed so they're deemed catchable.
They're catchable passes and they're dropped. You watched the game, right? How many times did you see us throw a pass? There was only one tight end who caught a pass. You know who it was?
Well, he threw it to Mo Cox.
He didn't catch it?
No, it was a bad pass. He overthrew him. How do you overthrow Mo Cox?
That pass right there. I know what you're talking about. It was a quick pass.
It was still. And no, that was Pittman on the quick pass that he overthrew. Well, Cox was in the middle.
That was Pierce.
No, he
overthrew Pierce one time.
And he overthrew Pittman coming very early in the game, like the first drive on a quick pass. First or second drive.
I know that there was quite a few passes where it was second or third down, and he threw it right to the receiver, hit them in the hands, or hit them right where they could catch it, but it was either knocked out by the defender or they dropped it. The only tight end who caught a pass was Will Mallory.
Well, my thing is, I'm really pulling for AR, but it's starting to get very stressful. He's still not fixing his.
You can't.
He's inconsistent. When he's hitting his passes, when he's completing the passes, he's good. But I'm just glad he
was
wasn't
our
scared.
leading rusher, for sure.
I'm just glad he wasn't scared to run the ball.
No, he's 14 carries, the same amount as Tyler Goodson, and Tyler Goodson had a pretty good game and a touchdown.
They
Probably shouldn't have dropped. I probably dropped him a little early while JT's out because I think he's gonna play. But no, he made some. So he came alive a lot more in the second half when it came to his passing. He got better in the second half. But again, that Dolphins defense, their secondary, they had Jalen Ramsey. They have a good couple cornerbacks. I was also pretty impressed with our cornerbacks holding fucking Waddle and Hill to like one catch apiece. Something like that. What is this? One catch for... Go down. One catch for Waddle and one catch for fucking Hill. The only time... And it's crazy because it's like we flip-flop. And that's one thing that drives me nuts, right? Well, the past few games, we've been pretty good about stopping the run, but we've been giving it up through the air. This week... We stopped their best receivers, but we let the tight end eat, and we let them run all over us. They had
their tight end
They had 188 rushing yards, but they didn't.
Jonnu Smith had 96 receiving yards.
I don't think they scored a rushing touchdown, but go up. Let me see.
They didn't.
No, they didn't, which is good. They ran the ball as much as they wanted to, had 188 yards. Which isn't good because we need to be stopping that. I understand we're injured.
I'm not mad with the Colts defense. I'm mad with our offense.
I'm mad about
our offense has too many weapons and too much potential to not be.
But look at here's what you see right here. It's A.D. Mitchell in the first half caught 2 big passes for a first down. Nobody else was catching the ball. It was pissing me off. I was watching it. Trust me. He was throwing them right in the route where they could catch them, and they would drop it. And one of them hit Pierce right in his hands.
No,
he was wide open.
Yeah. And obviously you're going to have those. You can't catch. Damn, Zay Flowers just got injured, but after making a big play. But no, regardless, it doesn't matter. You're going to have receivers drop passes once in a while. A.D. Mitchell does it more. Well, that's because A.D. Mitchell does it more than anybody.
He only dropped one. He only had one incompletion for him.
For 1 week? Good.
2 for 3. I mean, I'm just saying that's in the right direction, and they were big catches. The other pass that was for him, I remember, was Richardson throwing it away because when he was getting sacked, and they tried to call it a fumble at first. That was
oh yeah.
So that one didn't even make it to him. I don't know. To me, it just looked like we couldn't get. It looked like they were playing our receivers really good. Either our routes weren't run sharp, or they just ran kind of predictable routes because on those plays. And again, they threw that goddamn screen again. That was one of Pierce's catches. He ran a fucking wide receiver screen.
I can't stand that play.
And that was one of his 2 catches. A wide receiver screen, and then he had one catch that was like a 10-yard catch or something. But I hate the wide receiver screen. It doesn't work. We just couldn't really do anything on second or third down, so we had a lot of 3 and outs. But again, as much as our defense was on the field, I was actually glad that they, shut them down the way they did through the air. I understand it's Tyler Huntley, but our defense played pretty well.
My favorite part of that game was when Tyler Goodson was running the ball and Ramsey, he broke a tackle and he ran into Ramsey, and then Ramsey had someone else come up and help him and stop him. He didn't take him to the ground. He just ran him out of bounds. And then fucking Goodson got up in his shit and was letting him know, like, yeah, bitch, I'm here all night.
Yeah, you need someone else.
Yes.
You need someone else.
Yeah. You can't take me down. I love seeing shit like that.
Goodson, and you know what? Good old number 31.
Yeah, it's a great number. Great number.
It's the best number.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Okay, so the Colts ended up pulling it out, which we picked them to win. We're over 500. We still have a chance to make it to the playoffs. We still have a chance to pull it together. Hopefully our team gets healthier here. I'd like to see us kind of pull it together all to, everything in one game. Our defense and our offense clicking all at the same time.
But show that. Yep, Colts won. A win's a win, I guess. Move on. We're positive now, 4-3. Mm-hmm. Our record's 3-1 with our conference.
3. Yeah, we're 3-1 at home.
Oh, at home?
Because we were at home on that game.
Oh, I want to know my conference.
We're 1-2.
Ugh.
We beat the Titans. We lost the Texans and the Jags.
Yeah, that's right. We should have beat the Jags. There's no reason we should have fucking lost to the Jags.
So let's talk about, you want to talk about that Philly and Giants game? I want to talk about that for a second.
Then you're going to lead this conversation because I didn't watch much of it.
Well, you don't got to watch much to know that it was Saquon Barkley night.
Oh, yeah. He looked
176 yards. He only had one touchdown, and Jalen Hurts kind of stole his thunder with some tush pushes. But
I seen a clip where they said that the coach was like, "You're 13 yards away from breaking your single game rushing record. You really don't want to play." And he's like, "No, I want to let the young bucks eat." So he let the younger guys
Gainwell.
play. Yeah.
Gainwell's not young. Will Shipley is the young guy.
But I thought that was that shows character. That makes me like. Well, that makes me like Barkley more than
that makes me
what I already did.
One, realize that it's like the NFL is just trying to promote. It's not really a revenge game. Mm-hmm. I think he wanted.
Oh, he said that. Yeah, he said.
They always say when somebody goes back and plays their old team, it's a revenge game. It said against Stephon Diggs when he played the Bills.
And they'll say that about Devontae Adams playing when they played the Raiders. Yeah. But the thing is, you can't. I don't know how it could be a revenge game when the Raiders didn't want to get rid of him. He asked to be traded,
Right.
But the NFL will spin it that way. And there'll probably be a FanDuel boosted bet for that game. It'll probably be like, Devontae Adams revenge game.
Mm-hmm. Promotion. It didn't look like the Giants could get it going really at all. I mean, he had 99 yards through the air. That's pretty bad. No picks, though. I mean, I guess that's the one bright side. 14 for 21, but it's like, were all your passes 5-yard passes? What's going on here?
I know
they definitely couldn't run the ball.
One thing I'm excited about, though.
This almost could have been belt to ass if that one wasn't worse. Yeah. Because 28-3 is crazy.
But I will say, though, I am excited to see this guy right here. How he ends up doing.
Tracy looks nice.
He's a good running back, and he's from Purdue.
Okay.
So I really like him.
Malik Neighbors is back. He had his 4 catches for 40 yards, no touchdowns.
8 targets though. Only catch.
He definitely took some target. Well, no, he didn't take any targets away from Wandale. Wandale had 9 targets with 6 catches, just nothing deep. So them two are. I think Wandale is a very, very underrated route runner. He's probably one of the best route runners in the league right now.
Whoa.
Wandale
when
Robinson.
When you say one of the best, do you mean like top 5?
He's one of the best.
Like top 5, top 10? I give him top 10.
If he's top 10, he's like number 6.
Whoa. I can name 7 receivers that run better routes than him out the gate.
I bet you can't.
I bet I can.
You need to pull up his film then.
I can name
because
him right
I guarantee you don't have.
I can name 3 who've proved it, which is CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson. All run better run routes.
Those 3 are obvious. Because
okay, you said I can't name 6.
Diggs is not a better route runner. He's
80 Mitchell.
He can be, but he doesn't have the catches to prove it yet.
But we're talking about route running.
Wandale, I would say Wandale and AD are right there with each other.
No.
Yeah.
Josh Downs, he's got crispy routes. I bet he's probably better runs crispy routes than Wandale.
You're gonna have to look up some film. I'm telling you.
We're gonna have to look up some film. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one, brother.
I'll have to show you off camera, but I'm telling you, Wandale is one of the best route runners.
I'm not saying he's not one of the best, but I think he's.
I think
he's at the south end of the top 10.
I would definitely say you put AD Mitchell and Josh Downs way higher than they are.
They are higher than what they are. I'm just saying. I never said in no specific order.
Jamar Chase is probably number 4.
All I said was that I can name 6 receivers, not no specific order, that run better than have crispier routes than Wandale.
Better than them. That's route running. It's not crazy.
That's crazy.
It's not. It's not crazy.
Okay.
If you actually saw this dude, how he plays.
All right.
He's a better route runner than Malik Neighbors. No. What?
Anyways.
Bro,
okay.
You're insane.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about this game?
You're insane. That's what I want to talk about. Anthony
AJ
Brown. AJ Brown.
Ryan Kelly runs better on routes than
this guy. AJ Brown still got it, dude. I mean, he's
I need him to go back out so Devontae Smith can get more catches because 2 targets, 1 catch for -2 yards is killing my fucking fantasy.
AJ Brown 5 for 5, 89-yard touchdown. I mean, he gives you what you want every week, man, and Saquon does too. So this dude over here somehow came out with both of them. I don't know how. All right, but yeah, 28-3, Eagles Giants. I might have picked that game wrong because I know I said I wasn't really. I don't think I had been.
I think you picked this one, right?
Did I?
I think you're the only one. I think me and Colin both went with Giants. I know I went with Giants.
Yeah.
Because I said Malik Neighbors is coming back.
We'll have to see. But I think that I know I haven't been impressed with the Eagles really this year. But again, I didn't think the Giants were any better. So, yeah, next game I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit was the Seattle-Atlanta game because I think we all picked this game wrong. Maybe Colin didn't.
I think no. Colin's the only one that got it right. Yeah.
But Kirk Cousins still threw for 230 yards, but 2 picks.
Michael Penix finally got in for 1 pass.
1 pass for 14 yards.
Michael Penix was a dog.
Yeah, he was good. What did he play for?
I'm pretty
Kentucky?
Sure I think it was Washington.
I thought he played for a blue team.
Washington, yeah.
Oh, it was Washington.
He took him to fucking national championship and lost to Wolverines.
He got an unfortunate last name. A very unfortunate last name.
He probably already dealt with that. You're gonna keep fucking bullying him about his name. That's fucked up.
He's making millions of dollars. I'm not, so he's gonna have to take the little name jokes. He'll be all right. He'll live. He don't even have to play, and he's making way more money than we'll ever see in our life.
We gotta do this real quick.
Oh my God! If you're a betting addict,
this isn't a betting addict. I'm winning. Look at my balance; it's gone up. I just got another bet I need to make. Oh shit! You see, when you first started, I started out with $25. I've done double my money.
Okay.
And that's not even with all. And I still got bets going. I just gotta get my next drive real quick because they're gonna score again.
You can't do this on your phone?
No, not when it's right there. It's all right. This is gonna be real quick.
5.45. This guy bet 45 cents.
Oh, it's fucking suspended. Oh no! We gotta wait a second.
All right, go back to the game. I wasn't done talking about it.
All right, we're back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Kenneth Walker, he had a good game. I think I saw a really nice play by him. I can't remember, but he took off for like it was only a 20-yarder. It looked nice though. It looked like it was a nice play. DK, I mean, dude, he's been having a run lately. 4 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown, 35-yard touchdown. He's fast as fuck, boy.
Big as fuck, boy.
Kenneth Walker also had a touchdown through the air.
Real quick, you played the same positions I played, basically corner.
I didn't. Yeah, well, I played corner and receiver. You played linebacker, I thought.
No, I played linebacker. I played corner. I played receiver. I played slot. And I played tailback.
Slot is receiver.
Yeah, but anyways, it's 2 different positions though. Slot receiver and wide receiver is 2 different positions. But anyways,
interchangeable though.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm talking about from the corner standpoint. I would not want to have to guard someone as big and as fast as DK Metcalf.
No,
like going up with him to get the ball. That'd be.
And that catch he had, I just saw it on the little replay there on the right. That was a needle that he threw. Gino threw right in between 2 defenders, and he took a hit. If he wasn't as big as he was, boy, look, he's taking his all game, bro.
Yeah, no, I've been saying this though about Geno Smith. I think he's very underrated.
I think he's underrated.
And he's had his career, like his situations, in the situations he had been put in, if it's behind a rookie or something like that. I'm glad he's not doing great, but he's doing really good.
Another person who did really good, who's been having a run, is Drake London. He's been playing pretty fucking good.
Yeah. He's got a quarterback that can throw him the ball.
Yeah. But I would like to see Seattle get Charbonnet involved more, especially on the receiving side, man, because he's like a good receiving back, and he had 1 target. It was a shitty little screen pass, so he lost 5 yards. And then he got 7 carries, but it's like, I don't know, man. He just needs to get more opportunities. I think he's gonna be that next starter for that team when Walker either leaves or just starts to fade out a little bit. And he's like an injury away, in my opinion. Noah Fant's been continuing to have some good weeks, too.
He's another tight end I used to have last year.
You just dropped him.
I dropped Noah Fant. Dropped him at the beginning of this year, yes.
Yeah, and I picked him up, and I was like, I don't know. And then he didn't start playing well until recently. I think he's still available.
You know the only reason why I even knew about him to pick him up in the first place?
Why?
That whole year, I was fucking betting on him for because they would always give these little specials for him, like 12.5 yards. I'm like, he's a tight end. He's going to get a 15-yard catch.
Maybe.
But, no, he's nice. I fuck with him. If he can get involved a little bit more.
The Seattle Seahawks kicked the Falcons' ass.
Sorry, Zach Schaefer. Yeah, I put your whole name out there. I hope you watch this episode.
34-14. Falcons lost. Are they still tied in that division, or they still lead that division? After this game, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for it'll be after that game. It is time for the belt ass of the game of the week, baby. The Washington Commies spanking the Panthers.
This game hit a little soft spot for me because I got Jaden Daniels as my quarterback, and he went out in like the first quarter and didn't come back. But they didn't fucking need him to. I think the first throw that Andy Dalton threw was a pick six. First throw of the game. First pass of the game. First play of the game. Pick six.
That's some video game shit.
And then I'm pretty sure that they ran all over him. 214 rushing yards. So they didn't, even if Jaden Daniels came back, by the time the half was over, they were up 27-0. He wouldn't even have probably thrown. But had he been in, I think he probably would have went off for 30 on this team, and I was a little pissed. I didn't even finish watching the game because they were beating their ass so bad that it just, I don't know. I just kind of lost interest, and I didn't even want to watch the rest of the games.
How about Marcus Mariota, though?
He played pretty good. That just
for not playing for a while.
2 touchdowns, no picks. Couldn't have been against a shittier team for him, to show off against, because the Panthers looked good the first couple games. I think they put Bryce Young.
Couple games, they looked like ass.
Or when Dalton came in, they looked all right.
Fair enough. I'll let you say that.
They benched him after he threw 2 interceptions, and then brought Bryce Young back in, and he didn't do shit. He threw 2 passes for -4 yards. I mean, God, that team is in shambles now.
That's NFL caliber.
That team is in shambles.
2 passes for -4 yards.
Jesus,
that's pretty good.
I don't want to hear anybody ever talk shit about Anthony Richardson again.
Well, Anthony Richardson's
that guy went number 1 overall.
He's still doing ass.
That guy went number 1 overall.
Yeah, but Anthony Richardson's still doing ass. And I'm a Colts fan. But that's the belt ass game of the week, baby.
Fucking 40-7. Washington at home. 3-0 at home. No Jaden Daniels.
Shitted on them.
Panthers.
Shit on them.
They might fire another coach. Okay, the Jets, Steelers. I think I picked the Jets to win, considering they were getting Devontae Adams. But how this man gonna lose to the Steelers back to back?
I know. I seen a clip of that. It was like, man,
lose to the Steelers, gets traded. Lose to the Steelers.
Yeah,
that's gotta suck.
But yeah, no. Pittsburgh put a spanking on the ass, 37-15.
God, man,
I know I chose the Jets because the whole Devontae Adams shit.
Breece Hall is only like standout to me. He had 100 rushing yards, but no touchdown.
Braylon Allen screwed me. I had him getting 15 rushing yards. He got 4.
Breece Hall had he did have a rushing touchdown. Breece Hall had 100 passing yards. That's crazy. Jesus, man, that's crazy. Tyler Conklin had a touchdown, though. That probably hurt some people's feelings.
That was the very first touchdown, I think. Yeah.
That probably hurt some people's feelings.
And then Garrett Wilson's still getting his targets. Fucking Alan Lazard's still getting his targets. Devontae Adams got targets.
Mike Williams getting a couple.
Adams only getting 30 on 3 receptions, but 9 targets is crazy. Yeah. They need to do something about that ASAP.
Well, it's his first game back after being off for injury.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
New offense.
He had to learn the offense in a week, I'm sure, to get better. But
what about the controversy, though?
I do want to talk about this video real quick.
What about the controversy, too, of this game?
Hold on.
People were shitting on them for starting Russell.
Look at this. Look at this catch right here by George Pickens. Huh!
Yeah, that was nice. Back shoulder right in the fucking...
Great pass by Russell Wilson, and I hate Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that was...
I don't know what that celebration is, but watch it again. Watch it again.
Back shoulder, right where he could get it. I mean, George Pickens is a talented guy, but the controversy is why did they start Russell over Fields when they were 4-2?
They said something about
they wanted to try it out, or?
Yeah, because if they kept going, then Justin Fields would automatically they'd just stick with him. They wanted, after Russell Wilson had that injury in the preseason games. Or the first game, or I forget what it was. He got training camp injury or something like that, and they wanted to at least give him a chance. So.
Yeah. Well, Najee Harris finally had a good game on the ground. I think he's been pretty mid all year. 102 rushing yards with a touchdown. give you some big fantasy points. Pickens definitely gave you some big fantasy points if you had him. Yeah, I mean, I was definitely surprised that they won at the rate they did. I didn't think they were going to win that bad. I didn't think it was going to be that big.
It was a really good defensive game by Pittsburgh, too, though.
Well, Pittsburgh wins 37-15 at home.
I think if San Fran's healthy, they beat the Chiefs.
How about Brock Purdy? 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I know. It happens.
Apparently, that coach had a nice conversation with him in the locker room, and he didn't say a word. Like, he just kind of took it.
Got little Boyd.
But the other thing is,
but that's
Pat
rumors.
Mahomes
is that rumors? Or?
Has thrown more interceptions and touchdowns this year, and he's getting carried by his team for once.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, his
and his coach,
his 12th players on the field. The refs.
The coaching though, they won that game on the ground. Mahomes had a rushing touchdown.
I hate Andy Reid.
He's a good coach though. You can't deny.
But
I don't like Belichick either, and he looked like
a chicken drumstick.
He do look like he likes some KFC at least.
Bro loves that KFC. What you mean?
But Brock Purdy, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. What is it with these quarterbacks having no passing touchdowns, all these interceptions, but then multiple rushing touchdowns?
I don't know. Think about this. So I have him on fantasy. So I was like, during the game, I'm like, why the fuck is like? Because he started super slow. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then it said 1 yard rush, Brock Purdy touchdown. 1 yard rush, Brock Purdy touchdown. Damn near. I think it was back-to-back touchdowns too.
And he had 27 rushing yards though. Mm-hmm. He was their second best rusher.
Well, yeah, he said, I'm not throwing any more interceptions.
And Kareem Hunt had a big game. He had 2 fucking touchdowns.
Lambjack just got a tutty.
Well, he always does. Mm-hmm. You almost guarantee that one. But, yeah, sorry if you hear some crying in the background. Someone is getting tortured. We're on side of a prison, and they torture little bad girls. JK.
I don't know him.
It's your daughter. What are you guys doing?
You're about to pop up on someone's list.
What are you guys doing to your daughter up there, man? I'm just playing.
She's not ready for bed, and Kylie's probably trying to make her go to bed.
I feel you. The Chiefs still are 6-0. I was hoping they were going to lose. They're saying he got carried? Because he did. He got carried to that win. I mean, that rushing touchdown he had was kind of disrespectful, considering he didn't do shit that game but give away the ball twice.
Oh, and they called
Purdy giving it. Hold on, did you see the clip? Purdy giving it away 3 times.
Patty Mahomes said,
yeah. Yeah, that's about all he could have done though. Where was Kelsey, man? I mean, Kelsey didn't even get over 20 yards. Like,
was Taylor Swift at the game?
She's at every game.
If she was at the game, that's why. Ever since Taylor Swift has showed up at the games, he's fallen off.
They need Kelsey to start performing again. I mean, that's your security blanket, man. There's no reason Kelsey should have 5 targets. He needs to have 10 or more targets a game if you're Mahomes. I understand you got Xavier Worthy, but he had 8 targets and only 3 catches. Mecole Hardman only had 2 targets. He's not old.
What? McCole.
Oh, I thought it was Mecole.
It's McCole.
I think it's Mecole.
It's McCole.
I'm going to call him Mecole for now still.
McCole.
Noah Gray was their best receiver.
And I dropped him too. I had him and I dropped him.
That was a pretty mid game by the Chiefs, and they still come away with it. I mean, again, ugly wins are still wins.
Well,
that's the only undefeated team in the league still right now.
Go figure.
Right.
Now I think we're done talking about it. Want to talk about how we did this week?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and tell him since he'll be excited. But Colin definitely beat me and Ricky this week.
Colin only missed 3. He got 3 games wrong. He got the Saints, the Texans, and the 49ers wrong.
And that was me the last 2 weeks. I only had. You want to go back and watch the tape?
You was not like that. You didn't. You missed more than 3.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Go check.
No,
check the tape.
We'll check it later, but not right now.
Promise you. I went 20-6 in 2 weeks.
But this week I missed 3.
I missed 5 this week.
6, 8. I missed 8, and Kane missed 5. So Kane got the W again. So Kane's up 3-1 on me.
We'll go to week 8 and we'll do our next week's picks.
Intermission, do a Rickroll right here or something.
No, don't do Rickroll. Rickroll. All right, you know what? Do a Rickroll. Do the song, but then take a picture of Ricky and roll him, and then it'll be a real Rick roll. There's a real Rick roll. Okay.
You spin me around, baby, right?
All right. So we got the Thursday night game, Minnesota versus the Rams.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota that game. The Rams are not having a good year. I know Cooper Kupp looks to come back this week. He might have been back last game. I can't remember.
All right.
But they should have him and Puka maybe back.
I'm taking Vikings.
But I'm taking the Vikings.
Put your whole fucking house payment on it.
Yep, Vikings. Next game is the Jets versus the New England Patriots. I'm going to go with the Jets.
I'm going with the Jets, and I'm going with the Jets saying it's going to be the built-to-ass game of the week.
You think so?
Devontae Adams and them are about to get their shit together, and they're about to murder the Patriots.
I'll tell you what I think the built-to-ass game is going to be. Because the next game is Philly versus Cincinnati. And I'm going to take Cincinnati in that game.
I am opposite of you on this one. I'm going Eagles. I think they come up and they say, you thought we thought beating the Giants was good? Wait till we smack the Bengals.
The Bengals are way better than the Giants. Jacksonville versus Green Bay. Green Bay spanks that ass. It's not built to ass, though. But Jacksonville's losing this game.
Yeah, GB, Ottaway, Green Bay, Cheesehead, yeah.
Now, you want to talk about built to ass? I think it's this game. Tennessee versus Detroit. I'm taking Detroit.
Oh, yeah. Give me the Lions. Lions are my second favorite team in the league, so, I'm taking them. They're going to beat the shit out of Tennessee.
Now, the next game is interesting. We get the rematch. This time, I'm taking Tampa Bay. I think they get that revenge game against the Falcons. I know you're probably going to pick the Falcons because you want them to win that division.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm going with. Thank you for doing my pick for me, you dick.
I'm just a mind reader,
put
bud.
One of them eggplant emojis right over his face for that part. Why he's talking.
Boy, you can put the water drop emojis on his face.
You're
Arizona versus Miami. I'm going to take Arizona.
Cardinals versus Miami. You're taking the Cards?
Mm-hmm. Because the Cardinals are better than they've looked, and Miami is still trying to figure it out without a quarterback. So Arizona has looked really good in the games, even the ones they've lost.
I think I'm going to go with Miami here. The Fins. I'm going to switch it up.
Now, I know I said that Lions game was built to ass, but this is a very strong contender too. This Baltimore-Cleveland. I'm taking Baltimore.
You want to put a spread in on there?
They're going to spread them cheeks. That's the spread I'm going to put in there. And Deshaun Watson is going to be part of it.
Yeah,
he loves it when his cheeks are spread.
A free cheek spread? Yeah, he'll take it. I'm going Ravens too.
Indy Houston. Okay.
Colts come back. I'm calling it now.
I'm calling it as well. I'm gonna say Indy comes back and gets this win.
Talk about a revenge game.
Yeah, because that first game was a good game. We didn't get whooped.
We're gonna get in them cheeks, Houston.
The next game we got is
Saints
Chargers. I'm gonna take the Chargers. I don't think they got enough with Rattler and that
Is Olave and Shaheed coming back?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm taking Saints again.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
I'm taking them.
Buffalo, Seattle. You know what? I'm going to take Seattle this game. That's going to be my upset. Sorry, Colin.
No way. I'm taking Bills all the way. Especially with that Amari Cooper edition. Yeah.
Now,
ain't about to work on that?
The question here, this is the question of the week. Is Jaden Daniels going to play? Let me look at this. Let me look at this real fast. Let me see because he had x-rays. So if it's deemed he's out, that's going to change my pick. So, what you sleep for?
Huh?
Considered week to week, his status will be worth monitoring. Let's see what they say of his x-ray. Ended up playing 10 snaps. Yeah, we know. He avoided serious injury. So he might have some bruised ribs, no fractures. I think he plays. And I'm with that being said, I'm going to pick the Commanders over Chicago.
Okay, got you. I'm taking the Commies as well. We got a lot of like picks on this week.
Sunday at 4:25 p.m., we got the Carolina Panthers versus Denver Broncos, and I am going to say the Broncos come out victorious.
See, this is an easy week, I feel like.
Seems obvious, right?
I think the Broncos beat that ass too.
We'll see. If they got Bryce Young starting again, then yeah, for sure. Kansas City, Vegas. I mean, it's obvious. Kansas City is going to win in Vegas, they will always win in Vegas.
I got the Kansas City referees.
You got me, right?
Yeah,
Kansas
betting. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure you were smart enough.
Oh.
Okay. All right. The Callous Dow Boys.
Fuck you.
And the 49ers. I'm going to take the Callous Dow Boys in this game.
Kane's taking the Cowgirls. I'm not. No way in hell will I ever take the Cowgirls over San Fran. Give me them 49ers, whore.
Actually, I'm going to change my pick because Brock Purdy just got his ass handed to him by his coach. I think he comes back, and I think the 49ers do win.
All right, and we don't do Monday, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to change that game.
I changed it for you.
And by the way, I'm still taking Pittsburgh to win that game Monday night.
Gotta take this. All right, let's see how we did on our bet last week.
Well, I didn't get a text about us winning no 20 grand.
We didn't win. They gave me an option to cash out at one point for 130, and I thought about doing it.
You should have.
Colin said I should have too. I wasn't going to be splitting that money. I was going to be using it for more betting.
Shit. The fuck you talking about, bro? That's not how this works.
For $130, it does. It was $5 was my bet. Settle.
Which, by the way, I want to say one comment to the AR haters here. CJ Stroud had 86 passing yards and was 10 for 21 this week. We did really good at first, and then it looks like we lost out on the last half.
4, 5.
So we won 5 and lost 5?
Nope, we won 6.
Won 6 and lost 5.
So
which ones did I... Hold on, go down. Did we start with me? Go down.
This is how it was. This is how we started out. So it'd have been you.
I picked that game right.
Colin.
Yep.
Me. You.
Picked that game right.
Colin. Me. No, you picked. This is out of order because you picked the Colts game. Me and Colin went back and watched. You picked the Colts game.
Oh, okay. Well, I picked the under correct then.
Yeah, you picked the under correct. Because I picked this one wrong this game.
Mm-hmm.
No, I picked this one wrong. Colin picked this one wrong.
I wish it would show you how you did it on the bet slip in what order.
Yeah,
but
it's fucking stupid.
Well,
anyways, let's go do our one for this week now.
This is not betting advice, guys. Bet. We're just doing this for fun.
I just want another bet.
Just figured you guys would like to see.
Me winning doesn't happen very often. It's not betting advice, like Kane said.
Yeah, no betting advice here. Especially on these big parlays. This is just a lottery ticket.
Parlays are stupid.
It's just a lottery ticket, guys. If we wanted to bet smart, we would do like 3-leg parlays.
Not even 3 legs. It'd be single bets and just trying to double the money.
I was trying to get Nugget here this week, man, and
I've been talking to him more, but he doesn't like me. He said
he showed me a bunch of the parlays he won, and he won quite a bit of. He
didn't win parlays. He was betting singles.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was betting a lot of singles, but he was winning like $50.
He said, "I'm the goat of live betting."
You don't know JJ.
All right here we start. Is it right here? Vikings Rams. So you go ahead and what do you want?
I'm taking the Vikings straight up. Smart bet.
I'm taking the Jets by 7.
So wait, they have to win by 7 or more?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they win by 7, it voids that leg out. So if it's exactly 7, they'll void the leg out.
But they have to win by more than 7.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay. That's not a bad picking.
Or here, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
What are you doing? Trying to win by 6.5?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. That's a better pick.
All right. So now you're on Eagles. Bengals.
I'm gonna take the. Ooh, I know I'm going Bengals for sure, but I don't know if I want to take the over or under here. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Fuck it. I'm gonna just take the Bengals straight up. Fuck it. I'm not gonna try to guess with no points.
All right, we're gonna go Green Bay, Jacksonville Jaguars. It's gonna be an ass beating. I'm taking Green Bay by 4.5. Easy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Colts Texans.
Taking Colts straight up.
Yes, I like it.
That's
Titans,
the odds.
Lions. I'm definitely going Lions here.
You want to go the over or under?
I'm just going to go over. They're going to have 45 points themselves.
Yeah, I believe that. Bills, Seattle. So I had Seattle winning, and I think we might as well take those odds. Fuck it. Plus 148. I like it.
I like the +3 over here.
No, I like. Well, I like those. I like those. I like the plus 148.
The only reason why I like this +3 is because they can lose by a field goal, and we still win the bet. but it's okay.
Yeah, I like that odds though.
Bears, commies. I'm definitely at, and it's in Washington.
Oh, and the commies are not favorites?
Give me them.
Are you serious?
They must. It's because Jaden Daniels is still questionable, guaranteed.
I mean, they're still okay. Broncos. I'm gonna say under 43.
I like that. Chiefs, Raiders. Obviously, the Chiefs are gonna win. Question is by how much. I keep getting these. I just want to take it.
The over or under?
Yeah.
Or no, the spread.
Yeah.
The over or under is better odds.
Yeah, well.
I think you take the under on that, but maybe not.
You never know. Kansas City can come out slinging and get fucking 31 points themselves.
But I don't see the Raiders really
scoring it all.
I can see them scoring, but
I can see Kansas City winning by 10.
Maybe, yeah. I can see the.
I'm taking that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Cowgirls, 49ers. This last one. You gotta be.
I'm gonna take the over. Take the over. I think it's a close game, and I think it's gonna be a lot of touchdowns that game.
We're gonna go $5, and I have 16 cents in there, so we're gonna add that in there.
$5.16 motherfucking cent.
To win 10 grand.
Yeah, 10 grand. No, I don't know how I feel about that.
You got anything you want to talk about as far as fantasy goes?
I do want to say, I definitely was very surprised that JT didn't play again. So if you're a JT owner, it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough, though, man. You probably wasted a really high draft pick on that guy, and
you got your use out of him. Not last year.
No, not last year.
A couple years ago.
Keon Coleman, he's probably a good one to start being more, starting more often. I know a lot of people probably had him riding the bench for a bit because he just wasn't really doing much. But it seems like the past 2 weeks he's been kind of coming alive in that offense. The only question about that is. And, well, maybe it's not. Maybe the fact that they have Amari Cooper kind of takes some attention off of him because Amari Cooper is probably the most talented receiver on that team. He's a little older.
I fuck with Amari Cooper.
But Amari Cooper is really good. So that should give Keon Coleman some more opportunities. Maybe take the best guy off of him. Probably also some good opportunities for the tight ends to start eating because it looked like Dalton Kincaid was starting to still leading in targets. So... for the Bills there, you got some good things going. The Jets adding Devontae Adams is definitely going to take some attention away from Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson should probably start eating a lot more than he has.
And Alan Lazard.
Yeah, Lazard.
You Mike Williams holders better hope he goes somewhere else.
Yeah, Mike Williams is going to kind of be phased out on that team unless there's an injury. Unfortunately. Yeah, you could trade him while he has value. That would be probably a good move. One player that I saw that looked kind of impressive a little bit was Mason Tipton on the Saints. He's a rookie. He's a receiver. He had 6 for 9. Considering their quarterback isn't, he's a rookie too. He's not really kind of used to the game yet like that. But that rookie receiver looked like he was, making some good catches there, and he did his best. So he might be somebody worth stashing as a rookie.
Jonnu Smith. I called that out a couple weeks ago because as the Dolphins quarterbacks, they're not going to be looking to make those deep throws right now.
See, I said the comment about JT. I made a mistake thinking he was coming back, and I dropped Tyler Goodson, and Goodson had a good game.
Goodson had a good game.
He had a really good
Goodson had a good game. Goodson had a good game.
Goodson was good, son. Yeah. So if JT misses time, it looks like he's that guy. It looks like Goodson is over.
I think you keep running Goodson and Sermon.
I think he's over Sermon in the depth chart right now.
For sure.
Yeah, and he was under.
I do not think you cut Trey Sermon completely out of the picture.
No, you don't cut him out. We're
talking about fantasy anyways. So I might just turn my mic off. Am I back on?
Yeah, you're good. I just think that Goodson is going to be the guy who's going to get you the points.
Yeah, well.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
Another good pickup by me last minute was Dearness Johnson.
Now, one thing
I needed him bad.
Yeah.
And they were passing him the ball.
Did he get some points?
Bengals defense, they came in clutch for me.
Bengals defense apparently might have been a good pickup if you're somebody who likes to stream defenses and just go off matchups. which is pretty popular right now. Some people are streaming quarterbacks even. One other thing I wanted to talk about that we didn't really talk about, because we didn't talk about the Cleveland game, really. They did not play Deshaun Watson. Is it an injury?
Yeah.
But for some reason...
Did you not see his ankle? His Achilles snap?
Oh, he's out. Then he's done.
You didn't see it?
No.
You didn't see that? Hold on. Before we end this, I got to show you this. This is disgusting.
Before that, they put Jameis Winston inactive for some reason. He didn't play. Why did he not play?
Mm-hmm.
So did he snap it during the game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why would I don't understand why they would have their second best quarterback inactive and then start the third stringer, have the third stringer active. So that's another person who's maybe worth picking up is Jameis Winston is what I was getting at. So yeah, Deshaun Watson is probably going to retire then. He should.
Yeah, he needs to get out. He got paid. Take what he got. I want to find a fucking video for you.
You know, it's always a good...
Career over, someone said.
Yeah, he is done.
Show me a video of it.
Here is the play that Deshaun Watson got injured on, which is going to start off as what seems to be a pretty, just odd play. You see
odd play. Oh, damn. That's non-con. That's bad. You can already tell. Nobody touched him. How does that happen?
This is the angle. Watch his right leg right here. Watch the right calf.
I saw it. I saw it pop. I saw the jump. Hold on.
We don't know for sure.
Right.
The doctors will have to look at it and everything like that. But that pop is
There.
It jiggles.
Knowing my dad went through that injury, he's in for, and he'll recover from it. I don't know why they say it over, because look who's still playing. Aaron Rodgers is still playing.
Aaron Rodgers is a goat.
But he's older.
He's got
a
spiritual side to him.
He's older than him. And with as much money as they paid Deshaun Watson, he'll still be there next year, unfortunately. But what I was kind of getting at is, on the fantasy side, if you need a quarterback, Jameis Winston might be somebody worth grabbing. And I think he's going to do a lot better than Deshaun Watson did. And I think you'd agree, because you said that last week.
Yep. You know what he'll do?
Eat a W.
Eat a W.
I can't think of anything else off the top of my head as far as fantasy goes.
If you got questions, his DMs are open, so just spam.
Yeah, and send as much hate as you want, because this equipment was pretty cheap. You can go get some on Amazon.
You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Anyways,
Mad Cowboys fans.
Let's Mad Cowboys.
So what do you think of the Taxman? What do you think of this one? This is a little different than the To
me, it tasted like any other fucking regular beer, though, like a regular beer. It didn't have nothing that really.
You didn't have it's supposed to have a little bit of a honey flavor. I thought it did have a little sweetness to it.
I don't think it was really that sweet, but
it's a Belgian style.
It just tasted like a beer to me, to be honest. Would I drink it? I could drink a bunch of these.
Yeah, these were good.
They were
I
great,
like it.
But I was done real early.
It's got a lot of the alcohol percentage on it. It's pretty good, and it was like
I'm wasted.
It was like $5 for a 4-pack. So I like it.
I thought it was good.
Like, it wasn't nothing. I agree, it wasn't anything crazy special, but when you get something that's like, out of the box like we did last week, then you got something that people don't like. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Click that little bell. I think it's going to be over here now. No, not sure, but and leave some comments. Thanks. Boy turned into a turkey.
Yeah, time to go watch some football.